Well, transport brace up for more. Transport fares are set to go up again. The Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, says it has become inevitable due to the continuous increase in fuel prices. Well, joining me now is Samuel Ama, who is a member of the National Communications team of the GPRTU. Before that, a lot of Ghanaians have been reacting to this further increment that is likely to happen. Here are some excerpts.
I never expect anything like that. But right now, before they get to know that they are going to increase the fuel on tomorrow, 11%. But to me, the fuel is costing us too much. It led to us with the work, with the rest, we need to get any income. You understand? Because when they increase the fuel, our car is to increase our sales for us. So with the suffer, we need to get anything. You understand? Because now the cars are many. So the fuel is too much for us. So we beg. It should come down small rather.
It's going to affect my job because the salary they pay is not even up to what we are supposed to give to us. But the increase of the transport affects most of the workers because at the end of the month, what you gain all enter into transport. So if they increase the transport again, it's going to affect workers a lot in Ghana here. So I'm expecting the government to do something about it, to reduce the transport so that workers will be able to go to their work peacefully. Thank you.
So this is according to some of the transport, the passengers here at the Aflao station of the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. We want to get more of the passengers to speak to and know how this is going to take a toll on them.
It's going to affect us a lot. The reason is the moment fuel is increased, everything, all prices, everything changes. You know, the fares will be increased and it will affect food. You know, in the country, it affects. It also brings conflict between drivers and passengers. You know, as soon as fuel is increased, drivers would like to increase their fares, or Protua or GPRTU. The general organization, you know, that control transport. This thing we also make increment.
They are not ready for it because a hard one says here a markers need be cracker coins because of fuel. Affected drivers in the bebre to me yes I'm a geomocassin and to mutumu bioma a behard papa bebre oban long janica now I come to way a hardy until I buy no ya panic chopa. Taxes no adroso. What did it be also my?
Well, let's hear from the GPRTU themselves. In fact, we understand that they'll be commencing some public awareness and education on the further increment in prices. Fortunately, Samuel Ama is joining us on phone. He is a member of the National Communications Committee or team of the GPRTU. Thank you, sir, for your time. So, when are you set to start that engagement, and why do you feel that you need to convince Ghanaians to accept a further increment at a time when you've recently increased fares by some 15%?
Yes, we started sensitizing the public about our intent of increasing our transport fares. And the reason being that the fuel prices keep going high. And then there is an information from COPEC that hopefully there is going to be another price window, which they are thinking of, another increment of 10 to 11%. And then when it happens like that, then there will be the need for us to also come up with upward adjustment of our transport fares based on the agreement we had with the government that anytime the petroleum product is being increased by 10% threshold, then there will be the need for us to also come up with our increment. So that is why we started talking about it, because normally we don't want to wait till it happens before it will take our customers unaware, because whenever there is an increment of transport fares, it do create a lot of confusions on our roads and in our vehicles. So this time around, since we had that information that there is going to be another increment, then we started, sensitizing, and we started talking about it so that it won't take our clients unaware. So that is why we started doing that.
So what percentage are we looking at this time around?
Currently, we have not come up with any percentage for now. We are waiting for the increment to come. Either it has to be the 10% or the 11%. Then we also consult the committee that we used to send out there to check on the other components that we use to run our businesses. Talking of the spare parts, the lubricants, and the taxes. And the major one has to do with the petroleum products. So they work on all these things before they will come out with a percentage, before we also come out. So basically, for now, we cannot talk of any increment, any percentage for now until the fuel price percentage comes out. Then we also think of what to do.
And so what time frame are you working with the likely increment?
Yeah, hopefully we learned that there is going to be the petroleum increment will come out maybe by tomorrow. So if it happens like that, then quickly GPRTU has to call for National Executive Council meeting. And this meeting, we will call on all the 16 regions, the executives from all the 16 regions. We'll quickly organize ourselves. Then we think of the next line of action. And I believe that is going to be from early next week. So hopefully we are waiting for this petroleum increment to come. If it happens that it comes tomorrow, then quickly we'll also call for a meeting. Then hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, there's going to be a next meeting. Then we think of the percentage that will come up with.
So really, what's the message of GPRTU to the public? I'm wondering how you would still convince a lot more people to agree with you that indeed there's a need for a further hike.
Yes, you see, as I earlier said, we use these components to run our business. That is the petroleum product is the major one. Then the spare parts, lubricants, all these things have gone high. When you go to the spare parts market to buy spare parts, my brother, even tires, everything has gone up, and even the lubricant, engine oil that used to be sold at 80 cedis and 100 cedis has now gone up to 180 to 200 cedis, and spare parts has gone same. So all these components have gone high, and the petroleum production is going high. So hopefully, when it happens like that, we can't just work with this situation than to increase our levels. Else, our businesses, we can't run the business. That is why we are pleading with the general public that they should agree with us. Looking at how things are going. That is why earlier on from last year we were pleading with the government to at least scrap some of the taxes so that the fuel price will not go high to the extent that we also call for an increment of the transport fare. But yes, the president came out that there is no way they can do anything about it, and it keeps going high. Right. And we also go out there, we use it to work before at the close of the day. We will also get something home. So if it happens like that, then there's nothing we can do than to increase our lorry fares. So we are pleading with the public. That is rather unfortunate things are going like the way it's going now. But yes, we all have to bear it.
Anyway, Samuel Amwa, I'm grateful for your time here on The Pulse.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll return shortly after this break. Please stay.